Hi viewers, welcome to this week's episode of Encouragement. During this week's episode, we're going to go hiking, we're going to laugh, and we're going to meet somebody in a dire situation. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. So for this week, I went on a hike to Snow Lake. It was a ton of fun, and here's a couple pictures. Get out there, go on a great hike. It was 6.5 miles. It was a lot of fun. It was not that big of an incline. It was about 1,600 feet. There's a lot of good ones here in the Northwest, but I had a great time. So get out there and hike. On the hike, I ended up running into, I don't know what kind of bird it was, but a bunch of birds, and they were super hungry. My friend and I, we ended up feeding the birds. The birds' talons landed on my hands, and I thought way back, I had a flashback all the way to when I was a kid of when I used to own a parakeet. So I enjoyed it, and I was laughing a lot. So put yourself out there, going on a hike or something like that, you open yourself up to a lot of great opportunities. So I hope you take advantage of them. A couple of them.
Yep, okay, go. No, they'll come.
Are they heavy?
He's right there.
It's pretty simple. There are 5 questions you should never ask a girl. Here we go. Whoa, are you pregnant? You're not. Number 2. Where do you live? Number 3. How much do you weigh? That much? I mean, ugh. Number 4. Can I has your number? Can I has your number, please? How old are you? Oh, I'm not very good at guessing. Somewhere between 1 and 100. That old? I mean, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 questions you should never ask a woman. At least if you're in my position. In this week's episode, in Demonstrating Love, this one kind of gets a little bit serious. I didn't really know how to present this, but I'd prefer not to show any pictures or anything like that. I'm realizing more and more there's just some things you can't put on YouTube, but I'm gonna at least tell you about it briefly. So there I was at a Starbucks, and I look outside for no particular reason, and there was a lady who got out of her car, ran over to the planter area where there was a bunch of beauty bark and bushes, and she proceeded to spew her guts. She was just puking everywhere. I don't know how to say that kindly or nicely. So logically, I was thinking, hey, wait a minute. I can do something about this. And you're like, what could you do about somebody throwing up? Well, here's an easy way. Be aware of your surroundings and what's going on. If you were puking and it's a 90-degree day, what would you be feeling? Well, after a puke, I would probably be thirsty. So I was like, I look over at the barista and I said, hey, could I get some water and a bunch of napkins? And she looks at me like, yeah, when I get to you. And I was like, whoa, 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 lady. There's somebody out there who really needs us. And she looks over, she goes, really? And so she's like, oh my goodness. So she starts making it really quick. Well, as I'm looking over, the lady throws up again. And that kind of sucked. I felt, at that point, felt a sense of urgency. But I'm obviously not going to show you guys any pictures of puke or anything like that. And I didn't even know the lady, and it doesn't even matter. The point is just to step out there and do something awesome. So I got those things. I got the napkins and water, and she got in her truck as I'm walking out, or in her car, and she starts to pull away. And I walk in front of her car, and I walk up to her window, and she's like, what's going on? And I handed those and said, feel better. And she's like, what? She was dumbfounded, what? And she's like, thank you. And I felt really bad for her because she looked really dehydrated. But that's just one way you can put yourself out there and bless people. So go and do the same. All right, this week's word of encouragement, I would like to say, be aware of your surroundings. There's a lot of opportunities out there to bless people. Don't miss them. And if you miss them, catch the next one. I think we could all do that a little bit. And this is, I believe that my community, this community here, us all together in the encouragement community can do something by, if each and every one of us steps out, we can make a difference. And I hope by helping others that you know that you're valued and that you have purpose. And that's all I got for you this week. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have comments or suggestions, put them in there. Like us and follow us and subscribe on the YouTube channel. I look forward to seeing you guys next week, and we'll do more fun and exciting things